Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and tonight we are going to go ahead, wow, look at all the shadows. We're going to go ahead and do the ink work for this piece that I created today. I have a few elements from my sketchbook and a few elements from online, multiple reference photos that I used to create this little scene. But I really didn't want to use black ink to ink it in. I'm not interested. So I went ahead and grabbed out my Artist India Ink Faber-Castell Pitt pens. These are, well, I said that all backwards. Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. This one is Sanguine, which is number 188, and it is the S for small. This one is S is 0.3, just so you're aware. Some of them have both on it, some markers do and some don't for sizing. This is Dark Sepia, number 175. These are all waterproof India ink pens, so you can use them on a finished piece that you want to sell. And they're meant to last for a long time. And this one is Orange Glaze, number 113. Also in the small. I didn't want to use a big nib right now, I don't think. So I'm going to start with my mid color, which is the Sanguine. I really want her to be this color for sure. Not sure about him. He's supposed to be like looking down upon them from afar or away, or, you know, he's not in the scene. He's looking upon the scene. In a dream, or maybe, I don't know, that's the thought pattern behind this piece at any rate, is that maybe this is his wish, his dream, his deep desire is to have this. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm going to go ahead and start with her. there. This back leg a little bit. Alright, I'm messing around too much. I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna ruin it and I'm gonna be mad at myself. Alright, so that's where we're at with the ink work so far. Well, a close up action on those branches and his markings, and then there's our girl. She really does look very miffed. Maybe it's just her resting bee face, right? We all have that. Alright, so I'm gonna walk away from this for a little bit and assess how I feel about it. We're probably gonna get in here and do some coloring in on these guys, and maybe some light wash on the back, and then I want to go over it with some granulating colors to make it look kind of surrealist and nebulous and stuff and whatnot. BRB. Okay guys, I got out my M-Gram palette. We are going to go ahead and drop in some colors. I already have Nickel Azo and Quinn up here, so I'm gonna just wet this mud a little bit. And maybe take a little bit more of that Quinn Nickel, because I love it. And let's do a light wash over her glorious little self. Right over that green. Just do a base color on all of her little body. Block her in like so. And you'll notice that the Faber-Castell pet pens are not moving on the page at all. They are totally not moving. Okay. And then, got a little carried away. A little carried away right there. So that'll blot up for me. There we go. There we go. There's her golden tone. I think she's pretty. Alright, let's do a little bit of orange tone on him. He's a noob, so he's going to be mostly, maybe he'll be yellowy. Kind of a soft yellow wash. It's muddy, I don't like it. Let's just block him in. Because he's new, so I don't want him to be I don't want him to have too much color, you know? And this cough, swear to God. His little legs are kind of under him right there. I basically just did a whole nother layer on him. Alright. Let's see. Blot his bottom. Okay. Back right there. There we go. Alright. That's his blocked in color. And I think Papa Bear is going to be green. I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. That gray-green color. Look at that. Yeah. Digging it. Alright. Just, oops, got carried away. If you get carried away and you go outside the lines, you get a spot you don't like, just blot. Don't panic. Don't panic. Just kind of quickly, kind of carefully, quick and kind of careful. Block in some of that green tone right here. All I'm worrying about How's that look? So far, so good. So far, I'm digging it. Oh, crazy right there. There we go. This paint picks up really nice on this paper. This is the Grumbacher 140-pound cold press watercolor paper. I do not know if it is 100% cotton, but it plays like it is. It really does. Alright, let's soften that out there. I don't want that hard line. That looks smoky. There we go. And then purple maybe? Some purple on her. That would be too much. Probably. Maybe I don't know. When? Maybe a thin layer of Quinn. I mean, she's a fantastical creature. She does not have to be realistic colors at all. As long as your hues are right, you can choose any color you want. Your hues and values need to be true and correct if you're going for a realistic kind of thing, which I sort of am. Yeah, take it. Alright, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay. She's not happy about that at all. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Put in a little purple for fun, just here and there, to kind of make it look less completely pink. There we go. Gentle blot on the top ones. There we go. Alright. I'm feeling like her tail needs to be a version of this green. We'll do the olive right there. And then I think I'm going to put yellow in it. Make it more of a golden wash for her tail. More of a green gold kind of configuration. Like so. And then I want to fade out over here. So we just use water and kind of extend and let it bleed out a bit. Like that. We don't want any hard lines, kind of got to do it that way. Then all around the bib. All around the bib. And his tail is more orangey than hers, so I need to get that rolling in there. Just do that there. Gentle blot. shadow situation happening. Okay. There. What's that so far? Okay. Alright, Papa Bear. What are we doing with you, man? You know what we need to do? We need to get the big brush. And we need to do a little mix down here. Oops. I'm mixing out of screen, sorry guys. I'm just mixing up a green, blue-green, kind of gray blue-green situation to put in. Kind of between. Behind. Okay guys, so we're back, it's dry. I'm very happy with how it looks right now. We are going to go ahead and do all the detailing in on these critters, and then I'm going to put in the rest of the background. I really want to get their detailing done first. Now I have, including my M-Gram palette, I also have out my new Schmincke set of colors, which I did some sample mixes with all the colors that I've used in the piece so far, and added in some of the granulating colors in these mixes just to see what they'll do. So when granulation happens, and I tested all the colors out that I mixed together, this is the yellow for him, I put all those colors in here, the yellows, the greens, some of that blue-black granulating color, just to see what it would do on this page with a heavy application. I'm going to go in soft and light to start with because these are heavily granulating colors. Don't mind this, that was just playing around with the swatch video. These greens over here though, this half, let's do that, this half. This is the brown granulating mixed with the bright green that I have for her. And then this is the deep green that I have on him mixed with that blue-black granulating color. And I got the Galaxy set, just so you guys know, the Galaxy Black, Galaxy Brown, Galaxy Blue, Galaxy Violet, and Galaxy Rose are the colors that I got in my set. But I'm playing with the brown, the black, and the blue with this particular piece. So that's what's happening there. I'm going to go in on him with my mix of the dark mix right here in the middle of all that darkish mix, and I'm going to put that on all of his spots. That's what's happening now. I got clean water too, so that we could just, you know, continue on. And I'm gonna lay in his spots real quick. I'm not gonna be too gentle about it. It is fur after all, and fur does overlap and commingle with, you know, the dark colors commingle with the light colors and whatnot. So it does not need to be perfect. But that looks awesome, right? My battery's gonna die, for the love of God. Alright, I want to pause and change battery. There we go. Zoom in a little bit on him, because we're working on his body right now. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Dip my finger in that. This is the one that I'm using right here. See, it's all smooshy. These granulated colors really do like to whoosh about on the page too, just so you're aware. If you use lots of water, they'll smoosh around. But for this particular piece, I didn't really want to get too carried away with the smooshing. Technical terminology, guys. Technical terminology. Just wet the area. Grab some more pigments. Drop it on. And it is already granulating a bit, which is nice. Exactly what I wanted it to do. But just on his spots, I want the rest of him to be visually smooth. And I'd like his spots to look textured. I think it'll help him and her kind of blend with the piece a bit instead of looking, because I'm going to put a background in that's going to have these granulating colors in it, right? So I don't want them to completely stand out from them. I would like them to be a little bit part of the elements around them that they live in. And I sound stuffed up. I might have to take a Benadryl before I go to bed tonight. Just to help dry out this business that's going on in my nose. In my sinuses. I don't have a cold. I just sound terrible. I assure you. I hope I don't have a cold. That'll bum me right out. I just got over one. I'm not in the mood. How's he looking, you guys? Oh, he looks cool. I am really digging this piece. Generally speaking, when I really like a piece, no one else really cares for it. It's a weird thing. And when, oddly enough, when I don't like a piece, when I feel like I failed, or that it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, and I put it up anyways. I put all my stuff up. Whether or not I feel like I pass-failed, I guess is a good way to put that. I put my art up on the YouTubes. Oh, he looks cool. And I'm digging can you see the sedimentation? I'm going to zoom up manually. Look at all the sedimentation happening on his coat. So neat. Look at his angry face. They all look angry. They're not. They're just serious. They're just very serious creatures. Put a little right there. Pow, 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 pow. Oh. So these granulating colors are a lot of fun. Even if you just want to get one set of colors that you know you're going to use in particular. Like I picked the Galaxy one because it looked like the set that had the most in it that I would actually use in my art pieces. I'm gonna do the back of this ear like that. The top of this ear. Like that. Do we like that? Yes. Indeed we do. We do. Just a bit on those bottoms of those antler tree things I got going on. And then I can't forget his jawline. See, that one keeps wanting to... I want it to pool up here, and it keeps dripping down. Now the Galaxy Black has blue and black in it, and I also have mixed in green with this. Green and yellow. So there's a lot going on in this color mix. So when it dries, it's going to look different in different areas, which is cool. Which is desired. It is what I'm going for. That multicolored dual effect. I think it's neat. How's he looking? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna stop fussing with him. I have to darken up this one though. It's bugging me. Alright, so all these little ones are bugging me too. They're too light. There we go. That's more better. More better, more better. There we go. Maybe a little shadow around that furrowed brow. Where'd my paper towel go? There you are. A little shadow, I said. There. Maybe. Oh, please. Come on. Just a little place right here. Good. And I am not, I don't think I'm going to fill these in right yet. The green, I'm not feeling it. I am feeling those trees though. These trees. This. I'm wetting with just clear water and a light hand. Like that. And then I'm going to grab some Galaxy Brown and just drop it in the wet areas. And let it do what it do. Do what you do. Kind of let it bleed down into there. It's a little dark. But it does dry lighter, but not by much when I put down a heavy layer. Alright. Down there. Good. And that here. I don't know if I'm going to leave these this brown galaxy color or not. I have yet to decide. I may go in with something. Depends how they dry, basically. Depends how they dry. Got a little out of the lines right there. I don't want to do that. There we go. So far, I am digging it, right? There. Kind of liking it bleeding down in there. That's cool looking. A little bit of shadowing color. Yeah. That looks nice. I dig it. Dig it. Nope, don't want to do that. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Good. Alright. Am I done messing with him for right now? I think so. I think so. He looks cool, doesn't he? I'm digging him. Now, Not going in with bright colors because I don't want him to stand out against the background too much. And I haven't put the background in yet, so we don't know how he looks against the background yet. Right? Because it's going to be a little granulated, non-granulated situation. Alright. Now let's put in our yellow on him. I want him to, seriously, dude, I need you to glow. I need you to be a glow of hope and yellow loveliness. And I mix this really beautiful yellow together, which is already drying because it's so warm in here. Kind of can't wait for, I know a lot of you are not feeling this at all, but I cannot wait for autumn to hit. Dot that on his ears and his nose. Over here. And that tail. I just really want him to glow. Alright, that's... Whoops, sorry. That's... I mean, I know he's standing out like too much right now, right? He's going to dry a lot lighter. So we're going to let him dry. Now Mama Bear is going to have yellow-green markings. And I do believe I put in some granulating colors in this yellow-green, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So I want her to have this yellow-green thing going on. Like that. All her markings to be this. Does that work on her? I think it does. Maybe I should have gone. Alright, let's try one more thing before I lock this in. Should I just have gone with the gold? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. M. Grams and Quinn Nickel, is that the one? Yep. Yeah, I don't want it to be too much. Some seriously pure color right there. Alright. So I need a little lighter hand. Or maybe a smaller brush. Let's use my, what are you? Princeton Heritage, round number 6. That was a nice point. We can really get in there and get all of her markings marked. As it were. What's a twirl? Running joke. Sorry. Grab the top of that ear. Okay. Down that chest. Like that. Nope. Didn't want to come all the way down like that. Actually, maybe she just needs another coat. Guys, maybe she needs another coat of gold. I think that's what she needs. Look at that. And then we can go over the top of that coat with nice bold marks. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Just walk away, man. Let it be what it is. Come back with fresh eyes. It really does help. I think I'd like to put in some textures. Just little dots so that she's not so smooth. I'm not digging how smooth she looks. Maybe I just need to go in with a little dry brushing instead of dots. There we go, that's better. Just a little dry brush over the texture of the paper, almost dry. Just drag it around. There we go, that's better. She looks less clean cut. Okay, I'm gonna stop fussing with her. I feel like I should put some of that granulating purple on hers, because on her, this is that rose on her trees, her antlers rather. It's very, these granulated colors feel very earthy to me. They feel very, very earthy, so that's why I'm doing this. I am loving them. There. There. Yeah, I kind of dig it. Alright. Maybe we should put some of this purple in her tail. This rose purple. Regretting that already. That was terrible. Nope. 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 Okay. I'm not doing that. We are gonna do. What are we gonna do? Mix up some green. Let's mix some green. Green. Actually, let's use this green. This green, gray, black granulating color for her shadows on her tail. The in-between parts. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Trying to find a bit of the shapes of the moving fur. Now that I did that there, though, I feel like I need to do it elsewhere. It looks silly now. It's kind of frustrating, actually. Alright, all I'm thinking about, I'll grab some, dot it in here and there, so that it looks purposeful. If you make a mistake in your painting that is not removable, you mindfully make that same mistake somewhere else, it becomes a design element, not a mistake. It becomes purposeful instead of, oh no. Dry brushing to get some cool effects. A little yellow green. Forefront here, a yellow green. Oops. Forgot he was over here. He's so quiet. He's a good baby. He sleeps. Mama's very happy about that. Mamas and daddies are very happy when the baby sleeps, right? Does that look good? Yep, I'm digging it. Alright. feel like I'm overthinking the situation too, so I'll just... Alright, so now that I'm at this phase, I'm going to stop messing with the individual elements, and I'm going to go ahead and put down the little brush, pick up the big brush, kind of blot it off a little bit. This part's going to make me nervous. I'm going to clean water, just do a glaze of wetness, gently. Don't want to work up the layers on the paper that are already there. It's dry, so they're pretty locked in, but if you do fuss about too much, you will pick up paint that's on the page. It's re-wettable watercolor, it's inevitable. I'm not going to get too close to her. Okay. Here. And a little more. Try to work a little quicker because I'm futzing about at this point. Alright. Now, I'm going to take, oh, this is stressful, my green-black nebula color. And dot it in around him. Okay. Remember, because I don't want him to be the star of the show, right? We want him to stand out, but we don't want him to be the star. The top of those antlers a bit just to keep him pushed back in the distance. And I am tipping my paper a bit because it's puddling. It's puddling, y'all. And then put this here like that. See, we're getting granulation already. So fantastic. All right. Go ahead and get more going on over here, down along this little ledge right here of blendiness. And then I did mix up this muddy green gray color to throw in to make it look cloudy and dreamy and nebulous and murky, right? Not in a bad way, in a good way. We want it to look, I want it to look like this is a possibility or a dream or memory or what's happening right now and he's just not there to see it. That kind of feeling. Blot some of that wetness up right there. We can go back in. Ooh, sorry. In a minute. In some minutes, we can go back in. And I'm really digging how this is breaking up on the page. I like it a lot. Anybody else liking the breaking up of the colors on the page? I feel like I want to put in some... I feel like I should put some yellow in here and there. Yeah, just to make it feel more, I don't know, more dream-like, I guess. More, more like they are part of the whole scheme, right? The whole idea. You're part of the idea. Deal with it. Okay. And come in. I'm just going to go over her antlers. It's too fussy to try to get in there. And I put the India ink on her antlers, so we should be alright to do that. Yes. Get in here. And this little tight spot around her gorgeous face. Maybe a touch of yellow down here. Just to make it feel more dreamy. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of digging that. Okay. And I would like, I have to get more of this black color out. Where are you? You're this one? No, this one. Yes. I might have to buy a big tube of this one, you guys. I've used quite a pinch of it tonight. Just futzing about. Oops, that's a lot. Okay, let's put some water in there. That was a lot of pigment. It's alright though. Too much water. Let's try again. There we go. Does it look like they're part of a dreamscape yet? Put it right over that back leg because it's supposed to be in shadow. Anyways, there we go. That song, the catwalk song, is in my head right now. I'm a model, you know what I mean? Do my turn. Such a silly song. I have no idea why it's in my head right now. Ah, that's funny. A little alarming. Oh no. Oh, that's alright. That's alright. Don't panic. Blot those ears just a bit so that they don't blend completely in to that background. A little chaos happening right there. Is anybody else thinking this is pretty neat? I'm thinking it's pretty neat. It's a children's story waiting to happen, or an adventure story waiting to happen. More of this green mixture in here. Should I let it dry? I feel like I should let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry again. I feel like I need to define her tail a bit more. Not quite sure how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. How do I want to do that? There's this pink up here, but it mostly turns brown. I don't want to do that. The violet on the green looks terrible, so we don't want to do that. Maybe we need to get it on her tail with colored pencil or something. I forgot to put any kind of shadows on her form at all. A little better. Okay. I feel like a little neutral tint in there. Yeah. For contrast. Not a lot. I don't want to go overboard with it. I feel like we need some darker contrast to help tell the story. I don't mean to do that. Sorry. Do a little blotting. Kind of soften it a bit. Not a lot here and there. Water, green. Kind of let it meld right there. Get rid of these weird lines. I can't really see this portion in the camera because there's an element in the way. Alright, plus it's glaring. Plus it's glaring, she says in a whiny voice. It's still wet, so we're just going to let it fade out on its own. Okay. Okay, guys, I feel like if I don't stop for a while, I'm gonna really, really ruin it, and I really, really don't want to. Kind of digging it. I lost her tail bit in the nebulous situation, but that's alright. I'm not minding that aspect. Kind of soften this edge a little bit. Like that. Yeah. Okay. That's going to dry probably considerably lighter. Probably gonna regret this choice, but doing it anyways. Yeah? Yeah? Do we think so? I have no idea. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Got a bloom right there. Not happy about that, but it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Does he look like he's dreaming or coming out of a dream or a cloud or observing from afar? Is it all in my mind? Alright, I'm gonna let it dry. I said that before, but I really am this time. I'm gonna stop. Let's see what happens when it dries. See if it starts looking the way I'm hoping it will. Okay. Alright. So far, I love it. I'm going to come back to it tomorrow and really see how I feel about it. in the morning. Sometimes you need that kind of break, especially from something where you're using a new tool. The granulating colors are a new tool for me, and you don't want to, I don't want to overdo it, but I really do want them to speak on the piece to make it look, hopefully, dreamy. All right, I'll see you guys in a hot second. Hi guys, it is the next evening and I'm pretty happy with this overall. I have been looking at it off and on all day, deciding whether or not I want to do more on it. And I do, but I want to put pastels on it. And taking into consideration this is my Watercolor Wednesday video and we already have ink involved, I'm gonna try to stick with just watercolors for the rest. I'm gonna re-wet this mud that is a mixture of black, blue, and some of these greens, and just a touch of purple and a little more black, and a little more blue. Get that blue down there. There we go. And I would like to do a little work on his shadows. I don't want him to be too much more prominent, right? But there are aspects that I would like to enunciate. Just a little. Like that. Just add a little more definition and pop. I'm going to get in here with a little more of the brown as well. Maybe darken that ear a bit. And right here, where this ear overlaps the horn, and then some of those darker divots, right? Really throw those back there, make them look nice and dark, like that. Okay. Like I said before, I think I said before, I don't want him to jump off the page at us, but I do want him to definitely be noticeable. I like that dark on that ear. And I can't decide if I want to give him an eyeball or not, or if I just like the yellow, that yellowish glow right there. Maybe just, okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. Just a suggestion. A little bit of blue on the tip of that nose. That muddy blue-black mixture. Right there. And maybe some right here where that, I feel like that should be a little darker. Darken this. Maybe a bit of that. Just lend a little drama to the piece. That. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. And I really would like to get in here with some pastels and really make this feel more smoky feeling. But I think I'm going to leave the background alone for now. I'm going to really live with it for a couple of days and see if I really want to make that big of a change to it. Because putting pastels on your watercolors definitely gives it a whole different feel. And yeah. Now all the spots don't need to all be like completely uniform and same. You can make them a little different. Yeah. Because it is fur. I'll put some down here on this one. Kind of let it lead up like that. A little more. back in where background kind of bled on him yesterday. Well, a few seconds ago for you guys, but for me it was yesterday. I'll kind of darken that a little bit. Good. A little bit of texture. Just a bit of texture on that body, kind of just scrumbling around that brush. Yeah, alright. And then I want a little bit more. Yeah. Pull her gold up into his antlers. Like that. Yeah. Not a lot, just a layer of thin glaze over what's already going on. Don't forget about those roots that are coming down and about and out. Like that. There we go. How does he look? I want to do so much more, but I don't know what else I could do. I like him the way he is. Maybe a little gold in that ear. On top of that blue, it looks a little green, which is nice. I dig it. Alright. We're done messing with him. I don't think I want to do anything to these two because she got a little muddy on me. She looks a little muddy to me now. And I don't know how I can fix that. So I'm just gonna glaze her spots once more. Leave her face alone. I like that it's glowing a bit. I'm not gonna mess with the baby. I mean, I want to. I want to get in there and like really futz about, but I'm gonna leave him alone. And her tail. I've been looking at it and not looking at it, you know, back and forth throughout the day today. Kind of don't know what to do about her tail, so I'm gonna take some yellow, mix it with my green over here, make that soft bright yellow green color, and just put it in like that. I don't know if that makes much of a difference. I feel like it does. Add a bit of brightness to her tail in some areas. On this edge. And the feel that it's coming around and blowing about wistfully. Right? And then back here can be a little bright. Like that. Too much. It's okay. We'll come in around him. Like that. Now that kind of makes him pop a little more, which is nice. And maybe just a little bit of this dark green here on this edge. Like that. Here. Okay, I'm going to stop fussing. It's getting too muddy, and honestly, the only way I would be able to fix this is with gouache or pastel on top at this point. I'm going to leave it alone. The only other thought I had was to put a little yellow-green on her antlers, because the purple feels a bit out of place. I feel like the green and gold go together really nicely, and I kind of lost that somehow, and I didn't even mean to. I mean, I like the purple horns, don't get me wrong. I feel like that is a little bit better. And got a little puddly. I wanted a glaze, not a puddle. There we go, that's better. Okay, just to soften that purple out a little bit. Okay, and I think, honestly, I think that's it. I want, looking at it on the camera, I feel like I want it to be a little smokier and darker down here, and kind of around him a little bit. But I don't know what that would do to the piece. So, do we dare, I guess, is the question. My thought was to, because we already have blue and black and green in this, was to take indigo, which is a very dark color, right here, and go ahead and put in a layer of indigo over the top. Let it just right up through there. Kind of just barely touching the paper so I don't pick up the underneath layers. So I feel like the Payne's Gray wasn't a bad choice. It just didn't darken it the way I wanted it to, right? So we'll go in, kind of let it soften out right there. Let it soften and be more blue. Yeah, that's how dark I want it to stay, but when watercolor dries, it doesn't always do what you want it to do. So let's do a little, I don't even know what that means. We're gonna do a little, and a little, and a little here, and a little there, and a little everywhere. There, between the legs, right here, and there. Okay, really rinse that out. Just water and kind of soften it all out like that. Do a little blotting. It doesn't pool in any one place. Get a little more. Really put in a nice dense layer here on the bottom edge. I like that. I really like that. Okay. But once again, I don't want that to leave a line like I'm leaving over here. And really rinse that brush. Ooh, drip all over the place, and then come in and kind of just soften that out. Didn't want that hard edge right there, and I did it anyways. Wanted it to be more dreamy. There we go. I got a spot of water there. A little bit too much on the edge. That's alright. How's that? Is it appropriately dreamy now? I feel yeah, kind of like, I'm really digging that now. I feel like, oh, my throat's really dry, I'm so sorry. I was on the phone a lot tonight. That's my cup making all that noise. I feel like I want to do more, but it'll ruin the effects that I have going on right now. There's a couple of, like, there's a spot here that I'm not really caring for, but if I go in and try to fix it, it'll muddy things up too much, I'm pretty sure. I'm really digging this darkness down here. I hope it dries dark. I know what we'll do. Hit it with the heat tool, and then we'll be all done. I'll grab the heat tool. I'll edit this part out, you guys. You don't have to worry about taking out headphones. Okay. And there we have our finished piece. We'll do close-ups, right? Here's his. I mean, I dig this element right here, this whole thing right there. I'd like to do him in different poses and bigger pieces. And maybe this will develop into a story, who knows. But I dig all the textures that the granulating paint gives us. And yeah, this dreamy kind of, feels dreamy to me anyways. And here's the mama. You guys can let me know what you think about her antlers. And then the baby. The baby. She does look angry, doesn't she? I didn't mean to make her look angry. She's not angry, she's just a fierce mama. But yeah, I kind of enjoy all the different colors and the overall feel of the piece. If anybody has any thoughts or opinions, I'd love to hear them. Comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!